Hey, good morning, Captain PLT. Hope everybody's doing great. I wanted to start today with the diamonds, and then I'll go to the SPY and show you why I think what I think. You know, now that the war is back on, and by the way, war initially, when it's announced, is bearish, but turns bullish very quickly. And this has been the pattern for the last, I don't know, 40 years. But I want to point out, here's the three again on the Dow. These are the diamonds. Yeah, the Q's test its 50-day. That's really leading the market. So there's possibly a 5 to 8% correction coming in the Dow and the S&P. Now they have oil reversing again. So keep an eye on that. Here's your SPY 30-minute. Again, pre-opening. They're cheating us out of that. Unless you guys are trading pre-opening. But look at the sign here that this is the key area for that breakdown. Just keep that in mind. This 740 area. I think 738 will pretty significant. Going to come right into this box here. 731. Your 50 days at 733 on the S&P. Just keep that in mind. Today's numbers are the low here at 739. And right now your resistance is this other window, which we said would get filled. Remember the other day? See how they filled it? Filled it? Yeah, took them a day. Filled it. So that's really the resistance, true resistance here at 746. Here's your QQQ. See them? Yeah. 5:30 in the morning. Boom. Gravestone. Inverted hammer. Confirmation. 50 to 3/4 down. Here's your stop. Boom. Here's your resistance. That's 709, right? 707.09. Been an area. Now let's see how this 707 area does. If it doesn't hold, here's your 50-day, the 696. If that doesn't hold, it's coming here, 687. If it doesn't hold there, come down to this window, 673. You know, on the upside, you know, let's see what it does here. You know, now you have a window up here at 719. But does it go up there? It could do whatever it's want. But now you see both sides. And those are the Qs. Here's SanDisk. We started warning here in this 2000 area. Right? We had this trade here to test the 5-day. Then start looking for topping measures. There's your second, and there's your third. It was all in around the 2100, 2400 area. Big old hangman. Here's your confirmation. Anywhere in this area is the short. You see it? And test the 50-day, which we said and we got yesterday. And by the way, that break of 1750 was an area. That break of 1750 would get you to this window. There's a window here in this 1468 area. That went back to the end of May, or the beginning of May. So just keep that in mind. That's huge support, 1468. And right now the pivot is 1650 in SanDisk. We had the buy yesterday at 1530. Use the 50-day as the out, you know, in and around or where the opening was. That was around 1600. So 1530, 1600 was a buy trade yesterday. And right now we're looking to see if it could fill this gap into that 1700. You know, so that's the analysis on SanDisk. Micron, same scenario. You know, we're sticking to our guns. You had the T-Van 4 gap on June 18th. Start looking for a topping formation. There was one on the 22nd and on the earnings. And this has a habit of doing that on the earnings, by the way. It has a faster correction. Look at it. 50-day was the target, and there you go. If it starts breaking down here, the next target is 778 on Micron. Keep that in mind. You have a nice little hammer formation here. So just keep that in mind. It held the 50-day. So let's see what it does. There's a gap at 985. So let's see if that if they challenge that. So that would be the first resistance. And then, of course, the channel, which would be 1041. And that's Micron. All right, you listen to One Ping Only Radar. It's Captain PLT. If you have any questions, come on in. This is what we do, and we do it for you. There's no conflict of interest here. All right, we hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, call us in. We'll be on audio. This is One Ping Only Radar, Captain PLT, over and out.